it's Patricia here, and I am very excited about today's episode. Today we are talking about how to attract your dream job using Feng Shui. Yes, don't we all want to be in a career that we absolutely love, doing what we love? And a quick reminder, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. And of course, hit that bell so that you will get notified every single time a new video gets released in my channel. So there's a lot of talk about using Feng Shui to call in all the things, and I'm definitely a fan of it for money, luck, blessings, and all the things. And I have to say, for me, Feng Shui has definitely called in my dream career, and I couldn't have even imagined that it was going to be Feng Shui, even though it kind of happened that way. So I just want to give you a little bit of a backstory to me to understand my experience of calling in my dream job or career. So many years ago, I worked in a business with my family. It was very difficult. It was difficult at the time. I worked for 8 years in it. It was not my soul's purpose. And every single Friday, I cried on the couch. It was a huge joke for my family and for my colleagues at work. They're like, Friday, cry day. And I was so unhappy and unfulfilled with what I was doing, and I had no idea why I was crying every Friday. And what I realize now when I look back on that time was that every Friday my soul was trying to call me. It was like, you're in the wrong place, you're doing the wrong thing, it's not the relationship, it's not the job, it's just like you're just not aligned with what you're meant to be doing. So very long story short, I ended up going to India and becoming a yoga teacher. Here I am, fast forward, doing Feng Shui. But while I was wandering around India, literally, I had no idea what I was going to do. I had worked in our family business for 8 years. I hadn't been for a job interview in maybe 10 years. So I was like, I don't know what I'd even put on my CV at that time. So I found an affirmation that I used, and you're gonna hear it roll off my tongue, and that's because I said it so many times about 10 years ago. I work at a job I truly enjoy doing, working with people I love, who love me, expressing my creative talents every single day. Now, after I came back to Ireland and realized that I'd have to, pay bills and live and eat, I also added that I get really well paid for doing that job. So if you like to use that affirmation, I highly recommend it. I used to write it, I used to say it, and what is really important to know about that affirmation and that intention was it didn't have a job description. It didn't say, Patricia, you're going to be a Feng Shui teacher. Patricia, you're going to be a yoga teacher. It didn't say that. What it said was, I work at a job that I truly enjoy doing. I'm so happy doing this. Can you not see my joy when I do this? So I really enjoy it. Working with people I love who love me. I hope right now that I really enjoy time with Emma, my videographer. But, I love my team and everyone we work with. Expressing my creative talents. Every day I kind of get to be creative and do the things I love to do and express myself in ways that I probably never would have got to do before. And eventually getting really well paid for it. So that's also worked. And by default, it's happened to be Feng Shui. So I know this story feels like, how do I track my dream job? But the one thing I want you to get clear on is how do you want to feel? And the really big part of this is this sense of clarity. When you get that sense of clarity of not just the job description, but get that sense of clarity of the people, the place, the kind of work you're doing, really being able to hone in your best skills. So get a pen and paper and start to think about all the jobs that you've done, all of the work that you've ever done, and journal the things that you loved doing. I loved interacting with people. That's how I ended up in hospitality for so long. But I also loved helping people, and I loved sharing things I'm really passionate about. So it's what are the things, I'm super enthusiastic and passionate about different things. So get that onto a piece of paper and start to connect with your intention for what it is that you want. Now we're going to kind of get into the Feng Shui part. But what I would say to you in terms of the Feng Shui part is let go of anything that is connected to your old career. Now, you may be in your current job right now and career, and that's cool. And honestly, what I would also say about if you are in your current job or career is don't get really crap with it and, oh, I hate this place, because like that's going to create more of that friction. So what about like seeing all the good things about it and be like, I'm excited that this is my jump off point to the next place. I have to say that I said it was horrible in that job, but honestly, my first yoga teacher, all my first coach, my first people who supported me and taught me about astrology, all came to me in that old job. I met them through that old job. So if I didn't do that job, I wouldn't have got to where I am now, because I wouldn't have met those people. So you have to trust that where you are right now is perfect and acknowledge how good it is, and then start to let go of anything from your past jobs. I always think of a Tony Robbins coach that I worked with, who also had been like a massive chef in her past career. So when we looked at her office had all of her chef books, but none of her books about personal development or Tony Robbins. Like the space was kind of full of like her old career. And I was like, well, let's get rid of all the stuff from your old career and bring things into your space that align with your current career. And she had such a huge shift in clients coming into her life after that, kind of just like, wow, what? And letting go of that past. So get rid of anything to do with your old job, old career, old pay slips. I remember doing a declutter here of our house once, and Ken, we found pay slips from like the 1980s in the attic. This house isn't even that old, that Ken had like shoved up there. So all of that work stuff needs to go. Now, the next thing that we want to talk about is your career area. So we talk about Feng Shui, we always have different parts of your home represent different parts of your life and your business. And the career area is the north part of your home. So you can get your compass out and you can figure out where the north area is, just generally. Like, don't get too kind of like, oh my God, where is it exactly? Like, if you just get a compass on your phone, start to see where north is generally, and just go over to that area and stand in it. Look around and see if there's anything in there that is not working, that's broken. You know, my favorite things to do, release all of that stuff, get things working and operating, and then maybe start to think about that affirmation and write it down, pop it into that area. Maybe there's a company that you want to work with. I remember hearing this a couple of years ago with a lady who really wanted to work for a certain company. She was just like, this is who I want to work for. And she got the logo of that company and popped it in that area. And she also had it, it was a big company, and they had special, like, they had plastic bags. So on the bag, the logo of the company was on it. So she hooked it at the end of her bed. So if you've seen my YouTube video all about Feng Shui and art, you'll know how it's subliminally coming into your life. So if there is a company that you want to work with, get that logo out there. And my sister did this. She said that she wanted to work for a really high lux brand because she'd been working for like supermarket brands for like loads of years in accountancy. She's like, no, I want to work for like a luxury brand. And she got a job working for Yves Saint Laurent. Like, I don't know how much more luxury you can get. So when you get clear about even, you know, and you don't have to get that specific with it, but if you do have an idea of the kind of company you want to work with or the people, that's a really good starting point. The next thing is my favorite word of all. Action is not an attraction for no reason. So you have to clear out, you have to get clear with what you want, and you have to start taking action. So that action may involve pimping up your CV. It may involve just really going and reaching out to friends and researching the company. Start applying for jobs. You know, I always think that, like, when I was just starting this video, I was like, you know, attracting your dream job and career is exactly the same as attracting love. Like, you have to go on the dating sites. So you have to get yourself connected with the different things. When my sister had that change in her job, she literally went on and just changed her LinkedIn profile. And then all of a sudden it came in. So really just take action on that, but make sure your career space is nice and clear, clean, and organized. And if there's a specific item that would represent your dream job, bring that into your north area. So just to reflect back. Number one, get that affirmation or create an affirmation for you. Number two, get clarity on the type of job that you want, the type of environment that you want. Number three, check out your north area, clear it out, and get something anchored in there that's going to represent it, and then take action. I have an incredible guide for you that is a checklist that's going to show you room by room what exactly you can be doing to improve the flow of energy and activate Feng Shui in your home. This guide and checklist is usually just for my clients, So you're in luck that you'll be able to get it today as a gift from me. You can grab that guide at patricialohan.com/checklist, and that will move you through every single room to feng shui your space and get that flow of all the things that you want coming into your life, easy peasy. Now, I hope that you enjoyed this video and it was useful for you. Please reply to me in the comments and let me know, is there something that you did to call in your dream job? Or is there something you're gonna start doing today that's been inspired by this video? I can't wait to hear you getting your dream job or career and getting started with really calling in more success into your life and business.